It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, of loud Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Moore to the air. Looking for the end zone. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Action fake. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. Got the first down and still on his feet. Up to 45 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third. It's a running room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. Got a little space. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Wide open spaces. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll give it to him again. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's low. Oh, out of space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly.
There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Sategna. Oh, ball's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side.
2 straight drives. And fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the handoff. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Moore to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Trying to beat him to the left. Find some fresh air. He's loose. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up into third. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Keeps it on the draw. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give. Diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Touchdown Sooners. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Moore will throw. Slings it downfield. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pick. At all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. He'll set up to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Benson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice to...
Kearney on the Jets. That's the 50. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you could feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Red pass, it's complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Ducks will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes the catch. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
They'll go right back to him. And the Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Fouls through the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Offense gets set for second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Sooners will snap it on first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Barnes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Finds a man all alone. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Rides the back on the option, the give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Florida. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
That's caught. It's Hughes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.